Hi, hello. Welcome to another episode of Here Comes a New Challenger, a fighting game podcast. Today, I am joined by James
Hey,
and Troy.
howdy.
So, we're doing a smaller group than last time because last time was about six, so I figured I would downsize to three to see how this works. We used four, I believe, for the Guilty Gear one, so chances are we're going to stick to four, five max for the bigger games, but since this game is relatively small, I figured that three would do just fine. And the game in question today is we're going to be talking about Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, which is probably my favorite fighting game ever, which is might surprise some people who think that it might be Central Fiction. I do love that game, and it's very easy to find and play. Ultimax is just because it's harder to find, which is why I don't talk about it as much. But before we do that, have you boyos been playing anything recently? How about you, James?
Oh shit. I'm sorry, I'm still tired. Yeah, I've just been taking naps all day. But yeah, I've just been playing Minecraft, man. And I guess fighting games. I've been trying to get back into Skullgirls recently, mainly because like everyone has been trying to get back into it because it's has good rollback.
Did the big
And
update come out recently for it, or?
yeah, well, no, a big update didn't come out recently, but because of the amount of new people getting into
Yeah.
it right now, the large resurgence of players is convincing Mike Z to maybe do a balance update. It's a possibility.
Okay.
Uh,
Is that the cursed peacock change I saw?
the cursed peacock change? Wait, what?
It was like her anti-air, or is just people like finding out about it?
Wait. What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm gonna find it.
Okay.
Go on, go on.
You go
Yeah,
find
no,
out all
you-
he talks about Skullgirls.
Yeah, because you send me that real quick because like
Yeah,
Peacock's
yeah.
only anti-air I'm aware of is fucking like her crouching light kick.
Don't, dude, I'm gonna find it.
Wait, are you talking about the one I posted where like she pulls out her gun and beat extend comes out?
Maybe I'll play that game.
That's a shit post.
but it seems so.
Because that's a meme. Yeah, no. I wish she had that. Yeah, if Peacock
Troy,
had beat
please.
extend. Oh my god, dude, that'd be so sick and so stupid. I wouldn't want that at all, but oh my god. But beta update did come out recently though.
Okay.
Basically lets you uh it only lets you play with other people who are playing on that beta update, but basically it just makes the rollback netcode even better. It's like a fix one of the fans made, and according to Mike Z, he was able to play like coast to coast connection and connection to European players, and it felt like to him. So
Yeah, 'cause,
I tried that out a little bit, but like I said, it's only other people that have signed up for the beta, and that's mainly longtime players. So I joined on that one, and the first person I joined up with was Outlaw Spike, who got like third, I think, in Combo Breaker like a couple years ago. So I'm like, oh shit.
how did that go?
Yeah, naturally, I got my ass beat like 4 times, and what's it? I was ready, dude, because like I don't care how much I'm getting my ass kicked. I love playing Skullgirls, but like one thing that like demoralizes me, I don't know, is like when someone kicks your ass, but they one and done you. So like they play one match, beat you, but don't give you the rematch. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
personally
like
makes me sad.
that's like online lobbies in a nutshell.
The amount of like this is happening with Grand Blue lobbies every time I go on. I just took a break past couple days.
Hmm. That's I guess.
Yeah, I remember whenever I did a lot of lobby stuff of like BB tag, I would always do like best of three before I moved on. But then like there would be that one person that wins once and then just does not rematch. It's like okay.
I mean, I guess
I
it's,
want a rematch, and then I get my seat stolen.
yeah, okay, but that's more of like a Grand Blue thing, I think, because it happens
Fair,
so
yeah,
often
no.
on there. But like you know, people do that on BB tag too. But every time someone does it on BB tag, like no one ever plays them. The other person just says something like rude," and
Yeah.
they either leave or you guys go find a different place. I
Or
don't
you
know.
RP them to death.
I'm sorry. Go on,
I said, or you RP them to death with true BB Tag lobby fashion.
dude. I've only ever seen actual like role playing once, and it was just like meme role playing where everyone was Gordo and they're putting like Gordo lines in the chat. Like they were just surrounding this one guy and they're like, "Hey guys, Grim Reaper, assimilation" in the chat.
What a fucking what gods.
Exactly.
Okay, do you wanna go next, Mr. Probius?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grand Blue.
I've just been playing a lot of Final Fantasy. I started playing FF7 the original a couple weeks ago, and then I got to the part where you have to get yourself a chocobo to go across the marshes, and it's the worst. Just that part specifically. Like the whole game, it's like 90s and it's kind of rough, but you deal with it because you're like, oh yeah, it's old, and the story's really good when you get to it. But getting a chocobo is the most tedious process I've ever had to deal with.
So
And
I actually started playing FF7 too.
What's up?
I started playing FF7 as well. I was stuck. You know that part where you, Tifa, and Barrett have to press the button at the same time?
Yeah.
I was stuck on that for a good
That-
few minutes. Because I couldn't get the timing right, so I was just like, Barrett and Tifa would press the button down, and then my Cloud would lift up his like lanky ass, like spaghetti-o arms, and like then do it. It was
No,
a
with this,
nightmare.
that I could like deal with, I guess. This, it's like I have to go spend my hard-earned money to get the lure, and then get the bait, and then for a chance for it to get summoned, and then it's gonna be summoned with like some other monsters. So you have to like keep feeding it, or else it's gonna like run away. So you have to kill the other two before you can capture it. But it gets scared easily, so you just constantly keep having to feed it, and it sucks, bro. I'm not here. I'm kind of stuck at it. I kind of gave up and just started playing FF14, and that's where I'm at now. I
That's
made a
fair.
Dragon Boy.
That sounds about right, because that just sounds
Yeah.
rough. Trying to do that. Hopefully in the next remake part, they make that
That's
a lot
when you
easier.
get to it. Yeah. Unless the whole remake is just gonna be like Nibelheim, which could also work, honestly. Give me more time to play as Sephiroth.
Yeah, just this stuff. Just half of the game is gonna be playing as Sephiroth,
Please.
while Cloud in the background is just like, yeah, he did this really cool stuff, or whatever he did during that section.
Yeah,
Of him just
also
narrating.
boils, but yeah.
Yeah. That is, I guess then it's my turn. I've been playing mostly Final Fantasy XIV for the past few days. But before then, I also played some Danganronpa today. I can't go into spoils because Troy's interested in playing it, so I can't go full into it. But I finished Case 2.
Oh,
That
I know
case
your
made me
pain.
sad.
No, dude. Like when I was playing the game originally, the first case didn't affect me too much, but like after the second trial, I had to put that game down for
Yeah.
like a solid like few just to like emotionally and mentally recover.
Yeah, I had to. I stopped playing whenever I finished. I'm like, this is. I had enough. I had enough Danganronpa today. I think that was like 2 hours. I was just like, this is enough, cause like, fuck, dude, that one is really. It's hard. At first, I was just like, oh, it's whatever. I thought it was innocuous, just like just going through the motions. But the longer you go, the more depressing it gets, and then eventually I'm just like, oh, this is fucked.
Yeah.
Remember my friend having that exact same like opinion of 2, because he thinks the second case is like one of the, for him it hits him the hardest emotionally because he resonates with the victim so much, and it's like, oh no, like boy, that case 2. But yeah, I also started playing FF14. That started on Saturday, because in my friend Blackjack server is like, hey, me, my boyfriend, and I did stuff are all going to be playing Final Fantasy XIV. If anyone wants to join in, they can. And I noticed that I still had it installed, because I tried playing it again a year ago, I think, but I couldn't remember my email and password, so I gave up because I was lazy. And the other time I played it was in 2016, and I just played it by myself, so I thought it was just kind of okay. So this time, I created a new account, a new Gmail specifically for this. Logged on, created a character. I picked an elf because you gotta be basic. And then I picked a conjurer, which turns into a white mage later. That was specifically because everyone else picked tank and DPS classes, so I figured I would be the heal boy since no one else was doing it.
Who else is tanking?
I did stuff as
That's
tanking.
what I'm doing. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's tanking. He's
What
like you.
class?
He's gladiator.
Yeah. Like, do you know like which one he's gonna go for later?
I
Like,
don't know
after
actually.
Gladiator?
His main class that he's playing is red mage with his main account, so I don't know what this account's gonna be.
Yeah. All right, because I think I'm gonna like go with paladin and then into dark knight, but
Yeah,
dude, I don't
know.
get dark knight to like level 50, so it's gonna be a solid sec.
Yeah, because you two are tanking, and then Blackjack and Nishi are DPS, with Blackjack being a black mage and Nishi being a archer turning into a bard.
Okay.
So he gets like flute powers and stuff.
Yeah.
Blue powers.
Yeah, no, like seriously, whenever there's a buff you can do
Yeah.
that makes everyone's walk speed go up, and it's you pull out a flute and you play a little diddle, and then everyone can move fast.
Bards are just like, I don't know. I don't know how good they are in that game because I never played it. But in like any sort of like RPG, bards usually seem pretty weak, but they're top tier in my heart.
They seem pretty good in this game so far.
Yeah.
Because they're a DPS class, so they're meant
What?
to like shit down. Yeah, they're a DPS class. They start off as archers.
Also dancers, you know,
Yeah.
would kind of follow with bards, also DPS.
Yeah, they're like archers, and because they start out as archers and they turn into bards later, so they shit
yeah,
damage. And so like in dungeons, you get limit breaks. Every class has a different limit break, and you know what the archers get? A fucking laser beam.
Yeah, never mind, dude. I'm used to
'Cause, like-
bards being word boy.
Yeah, no, bards are not worthless in this game. That doesn't seem like. I'm guessing they're going to be DPS plus buffing.
Hey, don't say that.
What?
Don't say bards are worthless. Take that back.
I didn't say that they were.
You. Anyway, go on.
I was saying that like how some people view them. I was saying that they kind of are in terms of other RPG stuff because they play diddles and stuff.
Put it in the hot take channel.
Maybe.
We have it for a reason. It
that-
hasn't been used in a while.
Fine. I'll do it after this. But yeah, bards seem like I'm guessing they're gonna be they're gonna shit damage and heal everybody and do like not heal but buffs. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, we all started doing that, and I played 12 hours straight on Saturday, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. I stopped for food, obviously, but other than that, I just played Final Fantasy XIV that day, and I really enjoyed it. I think it's because I was playing it with a group. Last time I played it was by myself, and it was for like a few hours, and I'm like, this game's okay, I guess. And then I didn't touch it again, but this time I had a lot of fun hanging out with all of them, and just having a good time and messing around, and getting myself raked over the coals by saying a character was old, which started a new running joke in that group where they just kind of sent me pictures of characters like, how old is this person?
The one you sent me though is old, and I won't accept any other truth.
Yeah, the elf mom.
Not 36. That's all I'm saying.
Wait. Did you say elf mom?
Yeah, there's there's 3 hub worlds, and in the hub world that I picked as a white mage, your barkeep person who tells you how to do stuff is a elf mom.
All right, how old do you think this person is?
Are you sending it to him?
I sent it to you.
Okay.
I don't know. Don't have to
This is
think
like-
about it. Just go with your gut.
Yeah,
Go my gut.
Your gut feeling.
I want to say like, okay. Looking at her face, I want to say like 46, maybe. Knowing it's anime, I want to say like 20.
All right,
22.
but how she looks, 46, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Nah, apparently she's like 36, right?
Yeah, 36.
I was right on average. You've
Yeah.
got two answers.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently me saying like 40s to early 50s is calling her an old lady, which.
I mean, I think that's also just part of me whenever I called characters old.
Okay.
Because I've called characters old in the past. Because I've called Jubei an old man, and I called Jubei grandpa, and I called Kokonoe old.
Hmm.
So-
Okay, Jubei old. Kokonoe. Nah.
Kokonoe is like 20.
Yeah.
Mid 20s.
I can maybe listen. Everyone has a hill they need to die on. Okay.
All
Dude,
right.
she's like a scientist with obvious daddy issues. Like, she's like in her mid 20s or
Yeah.
like early 30s at the latest. But even then, I don't think that's that likely. You know?
Yeah, maybe.
I always thought early 20s.
But yeah, no. 14 is really good. I'd continue to play it for a lot. I think I've put in over 25 hours at this point. Most of that has also been the Golden Saucer, which is the gambling section of the game. It's fun. There's a lot of fun mini games. Like there's a platforming mini game you can play with the MMO controls, so it feels really rough, but it's kind of fun to see people fall down.
How much real money have you spent now?
Nothing.
How much gil is a better
How much
way of
gil?
asking this?
You don't spend any gil to gamble there actually, but I have spent.
What do you?
I spent some gil on my Chocobo, I guess, so maybe like 3,000.
Okay.
And I've spent like
Out of 3,000 or?
no, I think it was like 5,000.
Wait, you can spend actual money to gamble in that game?
No, you have to spend MGP, which is like a gold point thing that's specifically for the casino type thing. And even then, there's no like actual gambling because there's no slots. There's fucking mahjong.
Okay.
There's mahjong, triple triad, which is like a card game. That's in Final Fantasy. It's pretty fun. There's Punchaker, which is like Gilgamesh. And you get to punch him, and you get like little money for doing that. There's a crane game you can play. And then there's like chocobo races that you can do, which you can get your own chocobo and name them.
I gotcha.
I named mine Ginger Goemon. Because you have to pick phrases and stuff to name them.
Anyway, welcome to the Fighting Game
Yeah.
Podcast, where we talk about Final Fantasy.
Okay. Yeah, Final Fantasy good.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Because
Speaking
also, Zoe came out this way.
Yeah.
Wait, what were we gonna say? I can wait for this.
No, you can talk about Zoe. I was gonna go straight into Ultimax, but if you want to talk about Zoe, we can talk about Zoe real quick.
Yeah. Okay. This character
Oh, sorry, go on.
is great. All right, favorite of like the DLC that they've come out with, and like set play. And I thought she was gonna be more of a puppet character, but it's more like she just has Oki that she can kind of like Ramblefall and Guilty Gear is how I see it. How she can kind of just like put it out mid screen or like use it for Oki at the end, but she has like to use it for her meter. But she's really fun. Definitely my favorite character so far. And yes, please play.
Yeah, how
Yeah, no,
Ramblefall-like is she? Because I remember you and some other people being like, oh, it's going to be Ramblefall Light.
Yeah, Ramblefall with actual neutral though, which was my whole reason for playing her.
Okay, so she is
You're
like
saying like
Ramblefall.
Ramithal doesn't have neutral.
I mean, big sword.
She doesn't.
Big sword go down.
Sword.
Yeah, but big sword slow AF.
Yeah, dude, and it's
Yeah,
not like
don't worry
Steph
about
Wars where they go off, like they perform their action even if you get put in block stun. Nah, all you have to do is put her in block stun and then they go away. They just will sit there, and then getting them back, you basically have to spend YRC. It's not great.
It's a hard knock life for feet lovers in the Guilty Gear universe.
Don't worry, Strive, they're gonna give her shoes, and then no one will play her.
No one will play her, yeah. The biggest nerf. next to Axel getting pants, and Remothal getting shoes.
Don't make her top tier.
Nah, dude, don't. Yeah, they'll make Ramethal like exactly the same design, except she has like Faust sneakers.
It's the exact same brand.
Like it just has like Ramethal wearing like Yeezys or something.
Please.
I'd be
Please.
here for it.
I want.
Make it happen, Arxis, please.
Arxis, give me Ramethal in the black Air Force One.
Oh, okay.
I know like nothing about shoes, by the way. That's like the only shoe I know.
I know nothing about shoes either. I just buy them if they're comfy, and if they're my size, and that's it.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm pretty basic. I just go for like Converse if I find them. If not, just comfy.
Yeah.
SMH aren't even. Damn.
I don't care about fashion. I'm function over fashion.
Knowing me showing up the club every day and new pair of sneakers and no one saying anything the whole semester. It's alright.
Yeah. Are you actually?
All I'm saying is I went to the club meetings or freaks every Wednesday with a new pair of shoes and no one said anything.
All right.
So don't look at your shoes.
Do you know who you need to talk to about that though?
Poops.
Okay. Hear me out here. It might sound weird at first, but Brandon.
Okay.
Brandon is actually into shoes.
He is?
Sort of.
I've only seen him wear one pair.
I know. He only has like one pair of shoes, but I swear he goes to like Paul's house and he sees like Paul's collection, and he's like, "Oh my god, yeah!" He like just talks. I'm surprised too, but you got to bring it up with him, man.
You like that's weird, but cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
Everyone needs a hobby, and shoes are.
I guess so.
I guess. I've never gotten the appeal of shoes, but you know, if you like putting a bunch of different ones on, more power to you.
you just
Hell
feel
yeah,
good
dude.
when you like, you know,
Yeah,
new
you're
pair
able
of shoes.
to make everything
Yeah.
match instead of just 90%.
I guess like just to imagine you're Troy when you walk into a meeting with fresh shoes, the like fresh hair, like the holographic, like shiny varsity jacket with like some Yakuza dragon going all the way around it.
At me.
And then you just have everyone be like, "Hey, do you want to see me do this really sick ass final boss Kingdom Hearts 3 no crit hit run?" And not talk about the shoes.
It's like one time.
Oh, he's like, "Hey guys, check this out," and his fucking like tight jeans rip sitting down to get ready to speedrun Final. There you go. That's the look, man.
Yeah.
Imagine how powerful he must feel.
Dude, actually, the only person that did entertain this was Corey.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Him for that every day.
He seems
Yeah,
like
Corey's
a
into shoes too.
he seems like a shoe guy. I mean, he is. I'm pretty sure. Okay. So you guys want to talk about Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, released in 2014 by Atlas and Arc System Works?
Yeah, fuck that game. Like, I love that game, but fuck that game.
Dude, I agree. It's my favorite fighting game because it's fucking stupid.
I play Narukami Adachi in that game too, so I'm vibing.
It's a
Dude, I was watching
Narukami.
a stream of that game recently, and I watched this it was a Narukami versus Liz matchup, right?
Mhm.
So the Narukami has like 1 health left, but he has full meter. Motherfucker does DP into cross slash. Okay, all of this is blocked, by the way. DP into cross slash, into DP again, into another cross slash. All of this goes unpunished, by the way. The Liz misses all the punish opportunities. Does a third DP. It hits, cancels it into Zeodyne, and wins the match.
I don't know, man. Sounds like your list player's fucked up.
yeah, man. Get fucked, Narukami gank.
True,
Yeah.
but like watching all this happen back to back to back, I'm like, oh my fucking god, this game.
Called Big Gamble for a reason.
Yeah.
It was less, honestly, it was less about the game and more about Narukami players, but
Narukami players are just the Ragna players of that game. Of having no
God.
brain cell. I should know this because I play Narukami in that game.
exactly.
lightning shadow weapons.
Yeah, so what's your guys' general thoughts on the game? I personally think it's my favorite Arc System Works game. I love it. I think it probably is their best looking game, I think, in some areas. Um, I think it's really fun. I think it's really unique. And I just, in general, really, really dig it. And I think we're going to go more in depth, of course, but that's just my general thoughts on it.
So I kind of just got into that game semi recently, like over the Christmas break. Because it's like kind of harder to get into since you either have to emulate it or have the PS3 to play it on.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. It's
Um,
either you have to get an Xbox 360, a PS3, or emulate. And if you don't emulate, then you either have to buy a digital copy, which isn't too bad. It's like $20, I think. But if
yeah.
you don't and you want a physical copy, you're spending about $30 to $40, I think now, because I think the price went back up, and it's pretty pricey to grab
Yeah.
a physical copy for.
Like I'm technologically a dumbass, so I don't know how to emulate it on my computer. So like my first time playing it was like when James brought it over, and then over the Christmas break, my arcade actually has like the arcade version of it, so I got to play it a lot actually over the break. Um, so because of that, I'm not really have like super big opinions on it. I was just like, hey, this game fun. I like Persona aesthetically. It feels kind of awkward though. There's some areas it just feels kind of like clunky, but I really like it. I just played Narukami Adachi and Tridagus out, but game good. I liked it. Was wanting to play more of it. Probably do that once stuff starts opening up again.
And I think you're.
I mean,
Oh,
I can kind of see how you think it feels clunky, but like I don't know, the movement in that game feels pretty good. But then again, I play kanji.
your only
I don't have
movement
much
is
to talk
fucking
about.
the flying shitlord.
Yeah, I mean, flying shitlord is not a movement option. I maybe like chair, but that's about it. But no, like I don't know, because playing kanji in that game is like playing a completely different video. Because it's like I can't move, I can't do anything. I am oppressed by the society in this game. But I land one grab and like my dopamine just like shoots through my
God,
brain.
fuck kanji and P4AU.
Yeah, my brain decides to give me the good chemicals whenever I land like kanji's.
Me and Troy literally talked about this before we started, because I knew we were going to talk about kanji at some point.
Yeah, dude, that he's like the only character in the.
I hate T-Grab so much.
He's like the best character in the game, but also no, not really.
Yeah, for just one good D-Grab to lose 50% of your health.
Exactly.
Or get EX grab so you get paralyzed, and if you don't know, you can short hop the grab, or just dash away
Oh
with
my
the
God.
KOF dash. You're just gonna die.
Yeah, no. I remember. I don't think you were here for that, Troy, but we had a P4A tournament a while, and it was me and Chuck in grand finals, and he was playing with Suru the entire time, and it was like one of his. I think it was his first time playing the game. He might have played
Yeah.
it like a couple days before.
Yeah, it was
but
like one of his
he was
first
just
times.
like he had the right idea, just playing Mitsuru and relying on like the
Auto
basics,
combo DP.
right? So like poke, 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 pretty much, yeah. 5A, 2B, you get the gist. And he was like learning the matchup pretty well near the end. He was spacing me out so I couldn't spam grab. He was anti-airing me every time I tried to get in. So basically,
Chuck-
I was being pretty oppressed. Last round, I land super grab, which does like 60% of his health, slams him on the wall, paralyzes him. I run up, let's see, grab him again, takes off like another chunk of his health, walk up again, EX grab, and he's dead. I just grabbed.
that your grapple would make that hard, alright?
Yeah, I had like one health left. He had like full health. I grabbed his man 3 times.
See, they've been adding a Guilty Gear Strive Potemkin in since like Persona.
Yeah, you don't know how I felt with like both of us sitting there, both knowing that Chuck got like we both agreed. Yeah, you deserve that one.
There's one thing I really like about Ultimax, and that's kind of how they handled the transition from an RPG to a fighting game. It makes the game stupid, but I love it. Because normally it's like, well, how do we do this? Normally it's like a direct translation, not a direct. It's a indirect translation. It's like, here's the characters, whatever they're fighting now. Granblue did something similar where they added in the cooldowns from the gacha game, but still kept it very fighting gamey, you know. Persona 4 didn't do that. Persona 4 said, "Fuck that. Here's status effects."
Yeah, imagine being in the boardroom deciding like how Persona 4 Ultimax is gonna work. Being like, all right, porting an RPG to a fighting game. What are we gonna do with all these auxiliary mechanics? We're gonna just throw them away, right? It's like, no, put them in. Put in stupid status effects.
Put in stupid status effects. Infinite armor.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
All out attacks. Add in once more, but as the Roman cancel of the game.
Yeah.
And that was good. That was a really good implementation, though. I like
That's
that.
one that lets me just go like, haha, cross slash again.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
The status effects? No, those aren't cool. I mean, they're cool that they added them, but you're fighting against Yosuke and you get confused and your like stick movements are reversed and you're like, oh, well, or like,
or you get hit by
or we're not going to talk about the true offender here, Fiat, where grabs are now not techable and the next hit on you is a fail counter. Like, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Just tech the grab.
Just tech the grab.
Or Naoto with what's it called? Naoto with her super. Then you get hit by her machine gun super. You just get silenced.
That's what I meant to say. Silence, not a spare. But you don't want to just not be a puppet character anymore. Deal with it.
Yeah, everyone be. And another way they did it too, which I think is a really unique idea, is the implementation of Persona cards with Persona Break.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good idea to add, just to like balance the idea that everyone is like really fucking powerful with their.
Yeah, and the more reliant you are on your persona, the more cards you have, and the less reliant you are, your character is, the less cards they have. With Kanji and Akihiko having the least, I think. Next to Sho, Aki has like two or three.
One other character has the least amount. Kanji has like, oh god,
Kanji has like 4 probably then.
3 or 4? Because I remember Aki only has.
Aki only has 2. Okay. Maybe Ken.
What? I don't know.
Rise has like 5, I think.
Okay.
Because Rise uses a persona a lot.
Ken doesn't really use his persona too much, honestly.
His dog is his persona.
I mean, yeah, basically. That's how he controls it. So his persona buttons are for Koromaru. Like, dead ass. But yeah, I really like that idea because, like, and that also works balance-wise as well because, like, the least cards you have, the faster you can get your persona back. So it's like a risk-reward factor, kind of, because, like, Kanji, or, like, I guess Aki would be a better example. Aki can just be like, yeah, I'm just going to toss out my persona, whatever. Because he's just going to get it back. But if you're, like, Elizabeth, and you have, like, 2 persona cards left, you have to be very careful of how you use them.
I mean, we're not going to talk about persona broken Kanji, where if you don't have your persona and you land a command grab, he just throws them against the wall and it does, like, 2 damage.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yeah, no, like the bulk of the damage from his command grab comes from his persona. So if he's persona broken, when he command grabs someone, he just throws them against the wall. They bounce off, land on the ground, like ready to be stabbed by Takamitsuchi, but then just nothing happens. He just fucking yeets them, and that's the move. That's it.
Thanks, Kanji. Thank you. Yeah, and then there's one character that has 0 who doesn't have a persona, which is Sho. Because there's Sho, and then there's Sho Minazuki. With Sho being a persona-less character, which is interesting, I guess. I personally like
basic sword boy.
Wait, what?
I mean, he's just a basic sword boy, so it works out.
I prefer Minazuki to Sho, honestly.
Does Minazuki make puns?
No, he's edgy.
Damn.
He's
All
like,
I
I will
all I know
protect
is
the boy.
that
Show
when I
makes
was
puns.
playing the arcade mode in that game and I had to fight boss mode Minazuki at the end, that was like one of the most painful experiences I've ever. Because he's just like teleports everywhere, like every 2 seconds.
I feel like that's all that happened when we did the boss mode bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minazuki, I think, is a lot more fun to play than Sho is, but Sho has puns, which I love because they're all stupid. His puns are basically like Teddy level in terms of like that style of pun.
All
Or
right.
you'll, what was I gonna say? But yeah, the roster is really nice. It's updated a shit ton from Arena. It adds like 6 characters, I think, and more, including DLC. With Adachi, Marie, and Elizabeth and Margaret being DLC, and it adds a lot of P3 characters like Junpei, who is really fucking cool in Ultimax.
Yeah, I love Junpei.
I mean, he's already cool in 3, but he's even cooler because he's a little league baseball coach.
I guess I mean less about that, more of just like he's got a good attitude, and his whole like baseball mechanic thing is like fun enough to keep you into the character. Like the only reason I don't main Junpei in P4A is just because kanji is so much easier, and I didn't want to put too much time into the game. But have you ever like seen high level Junpei play in P4A?
No.
Holy shit, it's so fun to watch. Because for those who don't know how he works, he's got like the stupid baseball meter where you have a baseball diamond in the bottom of your screen, and it works kind of like a regular game of baseball. Every time you have a normal that involves Junpei swinging his bat, it counts whether or not that normal hit or whiffed in your on the baseball meter. So if you hit with a baseball bat normal, that's you get a base covered on the baseball diamond. If you miss, you get an out. If it gets blocked, that's a ball. And it follows just straight up like baseball rules. Get 3 outs, all your bases get emptied. You get 4 balls, you advance 1 base. And if you manage to move your bases all the way across the baseball diamond, you get a home run. And you need to get 10 of those things, 10 home runs to turn into an actual character. Where he gets clean hit combos that make it so it upgrades all your bat normals, so if you hit them in a certain range, it makes like a super satisfying ka-ching noise, and it says clean hit on the side. And high level Junpei, you like see these combos where he gets like 20 clean hits in a row, and oh my god, it's so fun to watch.
Yeah, Junpei is really fucking cool in that game, honestly.
Yeah.
Just with that gimmick in general is super fucking sick, because like I've never seen a fighting game just be like, hey, play another game while you're playing your character.
Play baseball, easy.
Yeah, it's like, I guess technically you can argue Jacko if like play an RTS game, but not really. You're still playing Guilty Gear. But with Junpei's like, play baseball.
I mean, like, it's more of it. Oh god, I need to sneeze. Oh, no, it's
What
gone.
if I say bless you?
No, don't do that yet. You'll jinx it. Okay, it's gone. But yeah, I guess like with Junpei at least, it's not something that you need to constantly be thinking about though. Like, unless you're in a like neutral situation, because the baseball meter will fill up if you play well. That's just gonna happen. If you like land your combos and if you go for like optimal stuff, like a good Junpei will get like maybe 3 to 5 home runs like in one good combo. And you don't really need to look at it, because if you're getting hit, you know your baseball meter isn't going to be like filled up. If you're giving hits, if you're like in a like doing a combo, you know you're going to like, you know, build it up. It's not something you need to like really pay attention to. The only thing you need to like pay close attention to is whether or not you have victory cry. So then you can do like optimal combos and shit. So I guess it's not like Jacko, where you need to like be constantly micromanaging like all your house. and more of just like, I don't know. It's easier to keep track.
Yeah, I think I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's a fucking sick ass mechanic of like, how do we make this him a baseball star? Just make him play baseball.
Also, you get the supreme pleasure of playing a fighting game character that has a baseball diamond at the bottom of the
Yeah, that too.
Baseball.
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 That also brings me to Teddy, who is really annoying in that game. Because his grab does rage, I believe. Meaning that you cannot block when you get grabbed by him. Isn't that swell?
Hmm? Wait.
Doesn't
I don't
his
remember
grab-
that. I thought it was just like the muscle drink that gives you.
No, you get a stats effect, I believe, when you get grabbed by him. Let me double check.
I don't think so. I don't remember that. Because I've played against like Paul's Teddy a bunch of times.
I will double check to make sure I'm not crazy.
Because I know he has like unblockable setups like with muscle drink, but I'm not sure about.
Grab, yeah. Let me double check. Okay, it's his DP. His DP gets people rage.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Does his item still work the same way, where it's not really RNG,
not
but it's
random,
like on
yeah.
a set?
There's like a
yeah.
set.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's on a cycle, but you don't have access to like the little preview button to
Yeah.
see like what the next.
Yeah, so it's not like in tag.
Okay,
It's
so you
like
actually have to keep track of
Yeah.
it. Okay.
yeah, it's like the Ginyu Force in Dragon Ball, where it's in a set order, but it doesn't tell you. So you're just kind of hoping that you're in the right order for the ones that you want.
Pretty much, yeah.
Which means that Teddy does not count whenever people talk about randomness in character in fighting games, because he is not random. Everyone else, fair game.
I think I would play Teddy just for his animations alone. I was going up to fact check, and just JC, the one where he just blows kisses, throws
Yeah.
out an item. Perfect.
Yeah, Teddy is super animated in that game, honestly, in terms of like his how animated he is, I guess, because like he doesn't do much in terms of animation in 4, because like granted it's 4, nobody really does a lot of animations because Teddy just kind of like looks weird in 3D.
No, but it definitely fits in the game with like his personality.
Yeah,
Honestly, I just kind of want them to put 2D Teddy into or flat Teddy.
Yeah.
Such
Yeah.
a good move, dude.
Dude,
It's more of a meme than anything, but
yeah.
yeah. Speaking of looking, I think this game is probably my favorite use of sprites in an Arc Sys game. Like, I just think this game just looks absolutely gorgeous.
I mean, yeah, it looks gorgeous, but I really do think the sprites in P4A are a bit dated. When you like put them next to a game like Under Nights or like
Yeah,
even
or you
like
put them
KOF
to the-
15.
Yeah, or you put them on the what's it called? If you put them right next to like Uni or what's it called, Ruby, like the Ruby sprites that they did for Tag.
Yeah, definitely. Like I'd say they're around the same level of like original Blaze Blue sprites. So like Ragnudge, that type of thing. Where like they look nice, yeah, but if you like look really closely at them next to like more recent sprites, you can see some of the rust.
Yeah, like my first time playing the game was pretty recent, so I still think like a lot of the newer BB Tag models, you can definitely see the difference. And especially like in BB Tag 2, where you can see like the P4A sprites compared to all the new sprites they're doing, and you can kind of see like the difference between, I guess, not quality, but
Yeah, like
I guess
styles.
like how new. Yeah,
Yeah, I
because they're
remember.
really good. It's just you can tell that they're a bit older.
Yeah, I still really like how they look. I
Yeah.
remember one of my friends, because he does modding for colors, and he was describing how P4 colors are a little bit lower for him, just because of like they're really awkward to like use and mess around with, like their models. I think for him it was like the Uni sprites, Ruby, P4, and then Blaze Blue in terms of the sprite quality. But yeah, I think also just like the stages look really nice too. I really like how they look. They definitely get really creative with the Midnight Channel stages. With like what's it called? The gymnasium, where it's just like this regular ass gym, but then there's like thousands of chairs in the background, all stacked super high. I don't know. This game looks really good. Music is also really great. I think
I mean, it's Persona.
I think they did a really good job like translating Persona into a fighting game music, because it's not just like here's some Persona music, whatever. It's like they gave almost everybody, because of Narukami, a new theme, and they made it sound like it would belong in Persona 4.
Yeah, so like all of them have like the kind of distinct like Persona feel to them, especially songs like Mitsuru's theme or Akihiko's.
Yeah, I definitely
or Elizabeth's theme, which is literally just a Persona 3 song.
Yeah.
Just Margaret's theme, how it kind of changes the Velvet Room theme with the little classical intro into
The song
it.
is so fucking good, dude. That's probably my favorite song in Ultimax. It's just like that fucking beginning harpsichord. It's so good. It's so good. There's some also just really great songs. I don't think there's any like awful songs. I feel like everything is good in its own way, if not just great.
GA's theme?
GA's is okay. I think I just don't like the start of GA's theme.
Yeah, like the synths for that was
Yeah.
woo!
Yeah, I like the most of it. I just hate the beginning.
Yosuke's theme is kind of mid, not gonna lie. Everything else is pretty good though.
Yeah, big good music.
Yeah.
I know you guys didn't play it, but I do think that the story mode is also worth mentioning, just because of how they changed it. Because in the original Arena, it was pick a character and do their story mode, like the usual fighting game thing. But this is whenever Arcs is starting to make the transition towards here's one big story mode. So you got P4 side, P3 side, and then true ending.
The only thing I did from that was just the Adachi episode.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's really good, just because like it helps you like understand Adachi a lot more too.
He gets a little bit more development too at the end.
Gets more development. Gets a small redemption arc, kind of.
Yeah.
He's still a piece of shit, but now he's a little less. But yeah, I'm happy that they did that, because I remember the P4A story getting really, really repetitive, because almost every character started the exact same, because they all started in the Junes and then going into the Midnight Channel, being like, where is Teddy?
Honestly, I couldn't play through like more than 30 minutes of the story mode at the time, just because like I really enjoyed the character interactions and some of like the fan services, but like I can't stand the portrait animations when they talk.
Like their little like Dorito mouths.
Yeah, especially like Narukami, where it literally looks like they just took a hole punch and made a hole in the middle of his face that just opens like like super fast, no matter like what he's saying.
I think I remember seeing that before when people were talking about it, like forever ago, like a video talking about that and the P5 movement animations.
They're literally just like paper puppets.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a really good story mode, I personally think, because it's just, it's more Persona. And more Persona is always good.
Make P5A, you cowards.
Speaking of P5A, how would you guys want it to be? Like, do you guys want it to be how they're handling Grand Blue and Dragon Ball and that type of 3D animation, or would you rather them be like HD sprites like how they did for the Ruby characters?
Dude, either. I would be happy with either, honestly. I just want a fighting game. I I just want to punch Ryuji and be able to have me and my character say, "Get the hell out." It's great.
All right, who do you think the grappler would be, though?
The grappler?
Like, I'd say Makoto, but
Really?
No.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking,
I
I was
can't see
thinking
that.
maybe Ryuji, because like Ryuji is probably just gonna be, you know, shoved off on the token grappler character just
Yeah,
because
he's
he's
probably-
the punk. Like,
I would love him if he wasn't. He probably is, but I would love it if he wasn't. If he was like an Azrael Bruiser, you know.
that would also make sense. Yeah.
But I feel like he's probably gonna be the grappler.
Okay, because I can't see Makoto being a grappler, only
It's
for one
hard-
reason.
Okay,
She has a
okay.
motorbike.
I'll hear you on
Because-
this.
Because what I want her to be, I want her to be a stance character, where she can have a stance where she gets on a motorcycle.
Yeah, motorcycle. She becomes Wario.
Yeah, she can like fucking do wheelies and like do donuts in the middle.
All right, okay.
Yeah, no, that's it. I haven't really thought about it beyond that. I just thought it would look cool.
No, I was thinking because that makes sense. Like she could definitely do that, but also like
she
Key Firebar, you see her little cutscene where it's just her and Haru in the wrestling ring. I'm like, she's a grappler. This is all I see her as now.
Okay, maybe. What if Haru was the grappler instead?
I could accept that. If they make like Makoto instead, how would I say, more just like a brawler, like martial arts,
Yeah,
focusing on that, that'd be
That's-
pretty chill too.
that's what I feel like they're gonna do with her. They're just gonna turn her into a punch girl.
Yeah, yeah. Give her corkscrew.
And make it just as good as Akihiko's.
Yeah, I can see that.
I remember I wrote out. I don't have it on me right now, but I wrote up like a document a few years ago, just saying like how each character would behave in a P5A.
Oh wait, you know what? Never mind. Don't make P5A. I don't want to play anymore. I just thought about how On would just be like Fairy and
Yeah, you ready for Fairy 2?
yeah, no, never mind. Don't make P5A, Erickson.
No, stop, it's too late. We're getting Fairy 2.0.
Fairy latex this time.
Gigi is now just Morgana.
Morgana doesn't even get his own character.
Nope, he's just a Gigi.
He doesn't deserve it. Oh,
we,
I'm
we
allow
now
it.
get Simp GG. Thank you, Morgana.
Instead of like, what even is that energy like around GG whenever Fairy does that attacking?
It's the Baja Blast that's like left over, you know.
Yeah, because is it like I always thought it was like electricity or something, but I was thinking that doesn't make sense.
It's probably
for
like
their
spirit
ghosts.
energy. It's probably
Yeah.
spirit energy, since they're
Spirit
ghosts.
energy. All right, so yeah, it's like she throws out Morgana and he has like simp energy.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Oh, Lady On," and then he just like has an AOE around him.
His heart's put you in block string.
His fucking like
California.
sweats just like shooting out of his pores.
Big simp energy.
Oh my god. Yeah, I can see that honestly. But I saw this like one image recently. It was like that meme that's been going around where you got like the big book and the tiny book, but like the big book is like plotted P5 and the tiny one is plotted B5 if Morgana wasn't a little bitch. Yeah, dude. I would want to see that. Because I don't know, especially since like you guys know my favorite character is Ryuji because fucking token bait punk character is what I always fall for. But the entire sequence of Morgana like just literally insulting Ryuji and he calls him like pathetic and worthless every time he misses a move in a battle and like what the fuck dude, come on. And the second Ryuji like says something about Morgana, he was like, "All right, guys, I've had it. I'm out of the fan. Goodbye." Like, you
Yeah.
fucking asshole, get back here.
I like Morgana, but he's like not. I don't like him as much as I do Teddy.
I don't like
No.
Teddy either. Fuck the fuck mascot characters, dude.
Okay, Teddy's a gem, alright? Morgana can take it and relieve him. He has his
Mario,
moments, but he's kind of just annoying the whole time.
But Koromaru though.
Koromaru is the best one. There's no
Only
question.
good mascot character.
Yeah. No, he's okay. Stop. I'll fight you on Teddy. Hold up. But yes, Koromaru is best.
I like Teddy a lot.
Even
He's
that
cool.
Koromaru kind of takes a backseat as mascot character to Aiga sometimes.
Yeah.
Like Morgana simping for Anne. Teddy. How do I say this?
Teddy's simping for everybody, dude.
Yeah, it's that.
He's equal.
But he,
Equal simping.
but he pulls it off, you know. Like Morgana, it's just like really clingy, and Teddy, it's kind of just like.
Teddy's just a himbo, dude.
Yeah, he's like confident though, so it works. All right.
Yeah, he wants to score.
Yeah. He's trying to score some.
Yeah. Morgana's like, lady on, like shooting sweat out of him.
You know,
but
he's
Teddy is just like,
donating-
hey, let's get naked.
Yeah, 'cause
so
you
like
have,
nobody.
Because you have like Teddy wanting to score, and they have Morgana just donating to her only ons.
Only on.
Yeah.
So you're saying, what would you rather have? The clingy Twitch moderator or actual sexual predator?
Isn't that the same thing though?
I get it.
Yeah.
The bear, sexual predator. I get it. Thank you for.
James's 5 a.m. tweets. Teddy's just got that natural charm though that works. All right, Morgana's just clingy for on the whole game. It just never works.
A natural charm. Thinking about his BB tag interaction, like every time I have to fight Lance, I have to hear Teddy say, "Hey there, sexy lady."
Yep. Yep.
Good
Perfect.
character, dude.
The only Chad in that series besides Narukami.
So, do you think for what's his name? Akechi, do you think they're gonna make it like Show, where he has Robin Hood and Crow as like two separate characters?
Yeah. Was there any character that could like? No, I guess there wouldn't be.
Like
I was
Switch?
gonna say it was, like could switch, or I would have more than like one persona stance because I could do it, or it could be like an install, you know, where he
Starts off as Robin
switches
Hood?
or like has his install into like Loki.
Honestly, yeah, I would prefer that.
Yeah.
If like instead of having two different characters, make Loki like super fucking overpowered, and then just make it like a really short.
Yeah.
Dude, and then you can make his insta kill the what's it called? The scene in the police station. And right when you hear the shot, it like cuts to black and it's like finish, bam, bam, bam. Cause you got that bell sound.
I know y'all haven't gone to, and it's not spoilers at all, but his
Is it okay to talk about like P5 spoilers? Because it's been a while since this.
okay, well, it's not spoiler anyway, but his like, you know, the whole like dramatic or cutscenes you get at the end of some battles.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the one with like him and Joker, and it just like goes off of kind of has like an Adachi, like it's all bullshit rant, and it's perfect.
I can kind of see that though. All right,
Oh, I'm gonna have to pull it up.
It's been 4 years since it came out. I'm just gonna talk about. So like, all right. So insta kill, he puts them like kind of like a dazed state, and then he like kicks them aside off screen, and then when they come off, they're like back in the real world, so they don't have like their costume and persona anymore, and they're in the interrogation chair, and Akechi just walks up in like his casual clothes, like puts his gloves on, then pulls out a gun, and then yeah, it's kind of like Adachi's insta kill, where it just like either cuts to static or just like shatters the screen or something.
Because that'd be sick as fuck.
Yeah.
And that'd make me want to play Akechi, though I'm probably gonna end up playing Zenkichi from P5S if they add in those characters in.
I feel like that's the only thing they're waiting on. Like after P5S, then that would be like probably enough characters, you know,
Yeah, I mean,
to
S is
even
already
have
out
like
in Japan.
DLC. Yeah, yeah, but I'm saying like if they do a Western release,
Yeah. I can, yeah. There's like 2 extra characters in that game, I think, at least, so that'd be pretty neat to add those in.
there's like the one, the girl with like all the hearts, and then
Yeah.
Sakichi Wolf.
God, I just want to play Zenkichi so bad, dude.
Okay, but consider the following: time skip Persona 4 characters.
Yeah, no, dude, I want that so bad. I talked about it a while
Yeah.
ago, but if I had to pick one specifically, I would want like time skip Naoto, time skip Chie, time skip Narukami, and
Time skip Kanji where it just has
Yeah.
like black hair again.
Black hair salaryman kanji. That's
Yes.
what I'm trying to.
Yes, that's it. But he's still like Arena Kanji where he's like ripped as fuck.
Yeah. I actually didn't know that because I have never played Persona. I've played like enough Persona spin-offs and like seen enough people talk about it to kind of know the entire plot of Persona 4. Pretty much. I'm kind of an expert. Might as well have played it.
Might
You
as
know,
well
you
be
basically
a
watched
genius.
the High M Daisy video enough times.
Pretty much, yeah.
You're saying I like dudes?
What's it? I looked at Kanji's like portraits in Persona 4 and looked at that compared to his P4A sprites, and holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, dude, they made him like
Yeah.
jacked.
He's like massive.
know, right?
Because in 4, he's not even that big.
Yeah, he's just tall.
Yeah, he's tall and like a little buff, but that's it.
Hold on, they're gonna do the same to Ryuji. They're just gonna make him super fucking buff
Yeah.
so we can feel grappler.
And it's like the same grab animation, but instead it's just the Captain Kid coming down on him.
The boat just falls down on them.
Yeah. You gotta cut corners somehow.
My goodness.
Oh shit, Yusuke's just gonna be Yuzu.
No, I was thinking Hakumen.
No, they're giving him Yuzu slashes.
Yeah.
Misfinder, whatever, but yeah.
Yeah, but just give him Yukikaze. Please.
Just give him one counter, because that'd be like a counter super, because that'd be cool.
Yeah, give him Yukikaze. He needs it. Man, I really want them to do P5A eventually. But
Well, you know,
wait, what?
PS5.
Yeah.
Just that's how long you gotta wait. Don't worry about it.
Come on, Ark. Please.
Cause money.
Please, Ark. Do you guys have any more thoughts on Persona 4 Arena or P5A possibilities?
Double time skip Persona 3 character.
Akihiko is just even more ripped now.
Exactly, dude.
Now he has triceps.
Mitsuru is an actual mom now.
Yeah. She's just a puppet character where she like just sends her
Gets her
kids
kid
out.
But they're on like leashes.
She's like just standing there. Everyone else is like in their cool outfits and such. Mitsuru's just wearing like sweatpants and like a button. And she has 2 kids. And she's just like, for the Kirijo family! And then her like toddler just comes out and like shrips on them. I could dig that.
But instead of getting a Persona break, you get a child break.
No. Yeah, you get fucking child abuse payments. Oh my god.
The double time skip would be pretty nice for those characters, and maybe like have Junpei be an actual baseball player star now, after
Make
working in little leagues.
Junpei buff.
Give him 2 baseball bats. Because Junpei needs it.
Of course.
And make his goatee a little longer too. Every new game Junpei's in, his goatee must grow.
His goatee needs to grow, and his bat needs to get like slightly long, like long enough to where you wouldn't notice it just by looking at it. But like upon closer inspection, you're like, yeah, that's a pretty long bat. I would kind of want to see like Chie as a cop though.
Yeah, that's
That'd
what I
be pretty
wanted. That's
cool.
what I wanted. Thinking about with time skip GA is just time a cop GA would be really cool.
Yeah, because like it's not like the characters just don't exist in the P5 like
Yeah, they mentioned
area. Like
Naruto
you
and
see them
5.
referenced so often in like the news report.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't know if this is like real or not or Photoshop, but I saw this one image
Oh,
where
Fadachi? No, that's real.
you see like an Adachi
That's real.
interview on the TV.
Apparently, that's very real.
Yeah, okay. Where it's like, sir, why did you hang these bodies on telephone poles and electrical wire? And then it's like, man under investigation saying, oh no, world is shit, I guess.
Because I don't care.
It's like, yeah, that's Adachi.
No, and then you have the original Detective Prince, Naoto Shirogane getting referenced when they're talking about Akechi.
Yeah, no, I love that.
I'd love to see what time skip Naruto looks like. I wonder if they're gonna go keep with the long hair, like she was at the end of P4G.
Yeah, like that's what I was thinking for Yukiko, where she actually just has her hair tied up with the glasses.
Yeah.
That Yukiko is the one I want.
Dude, I can't wait for them to bring back Yukiko and have her still be one of the worst characters in the game.
No, I think there's an easy way to make that better. Just don't put in Yukiko. Society has progressed past the need for Yuki.
But I haven't.
But Yuki bros.
Yeah, Yukiko.
No.
Yukiko, though.
The Yukibura society has progressed beyond the need for the Yukibura.
Man, how are you gonna say that about Garrett's romance option?
Yeah. Just gonna do me dirty like this? Where I'm eventually gonna have to go against like 3 people who think Naoto is the best one. And die. Ooh, I mean,
I said it.
that's fine, I guess.
As long as we're like not bringing Chie lovers into the situation.
Chie
I don't
can
know,
be, Chie
dude.
can be in the corner.
Damn.
Like, it's just the people that like Chie. It's just that there is no like silent Chie lover. It's always like you go into a lobby and someone's name is like Chie's armpit sweat. Like, and that's the tag they have to deal with seeing.
Chie spat love.
Those are just the Chie subs, though. Chie's alright.
Yeah, Chie spat grease.
Why spat grease?
Yeah, Chie's alright. I like Chie. And
Why that specific wording?
I don't know. I don't see the issue. Gotta like keep those legs lubricated, you know. That's what
I hate you. Oh my
Let
god.
me pass revoked.
I can't believe that's what we're ending it on. Chie spat grease.
Yeah, dude. Like, oh yeah, we need to do that. We just like raid like a BB tag lobby and change all the names to like fucking Chie spat grease or like a fucking Chie's ass sweat. Like, get all in there.
Yeah, man, raid the lobby of all 5 people.
Hey.
James is one of those 5 people.
Exactly. PC tag for life, man.
Dude, I can't get in any matches with like PC tag. I gotta go to the PS4 lobbies.
Yeah, I mean those ones are actually pretty inhabited. Like there's like at least like 30, 40 people like during primetime hours and PS.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
have good net play.
Exactly. Dude, I love fucking 10 frame Akatsuki's. I actually tried playing Uni online the other day. It was like at 5 a.m. though. I'm pretty sure everyone I was trying to play against was either like European or some, because I matched up with one guy. Excuse me. I only played one match, and it was against. It didn't show me his bars. I don't know what kind of connection I was gonna have, but 5 seconds later, I'm fighting this 10-frame Aurier. Just suffering, dude. Anyway, okay. How did you want to end this off, Garrett?
I don't really know, honestly. I think we talked about all we needed to talk about. Just talking about Persona 4 Ultimax, and just our P5A hopes. So we can probably just round it off with a good old-fashioned thing. Yeah, this was a relatively quick one, just because I figured we would do a very short one of just a game. That's pretty cool. Probably hold up voting.
We're done simping for Arxis.
For now. Just wait. Yeah, I figure we'll just do a quick one for this week. Probably put up a poll later in the week for another one whenever we decide to do one. If you want to participate in that poll, follow me on @AgentGFountain, AgentGFOUTN, I believe. Where, if you want people to find you, where can they find you? On the Twitter.
At Proteus _ XXI PROTEUS.
If you want to follow me on Twitter, I am at AnimeFangirl05 on Twitter. And if for some reason you want to listen to my voice and watch me play video game, I am just_Clay on Twitch.
Clay with a K.
Yeah, so JUST_KLAY.
Yeah, but thanks for joining us and listening to us ramble for a little bit, especially with me gushing a little bit about FF14. And thank you for joining me. I am joined by Troy.
Later.
And James. Perfect. And I'm Garrett, and thank you for coming, and hopefully we can get a rematch.
Can't you see I'm blazing? Still my heart is blazing. If the words kill me, I don't need a new one over you. My throbbing